Time for us to welcome back Raquel Violero from the JAVEA Town Hall. Councillor, how are you today?
I'm really good. Thank you. You?
Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. We've talked about a number of different things since you've been coming in, but we're going to focus today on the elderly people in JAVEA. There are some specific things going on, but this is part of your brief, isn't it? As your social councillor, you
finally
look at everybody from the babies right the way up to the elderly. Mm-hmm. It's quite a huge brief,
yes.
and it's I guess because it's people and their issues, it's all related.
Yes, it is. And it is very beautiful being able to help people directly face to face. That's the most beautiful thing of it.
Rewarding part of the job. So what about the campaign? What's happening between the 9th and 11th of April?
Well, so we have a campaign from Social Services and specifically from the JAVEA'S project. We're going to talk about it after. We have a campaign called We Are Seniors, We Are Valuable. Because they are. That's the thing. We have a lot of people in JAVEA that are seniors, experts specifically, and we want to show them that they are valuable for the society as well, because they have given us their time, and society is what it is right now because of what they did before. And they deserve having this time, these golden years for them to enjoy and for us to be grateful for them, right? Because science has given us a lot of years, more years than before. And now we have to, create the spaces for them to enjoy them. So that's what this campaign is about.
And giving them the recognition, I suppose.
Yes. And they have a voice and they should use it, they should use their time to have fun, to meet new people, to have new hobbies and everything. So we are creating the space for them to do so.
So those are the activities you're creating. What sort of things are you going to be doing?
So we have 4 lines of action. First of all, we have all this message going around. I'm pretty sure some people have seen banners or things around the town. We are giving people, the elderly, obviously, a thing that we've called the Raiders Guide. That is a guide of resources and activities that elderly people can do in JAVEA, so they can, make the most out of these years and also information. And we are going to give them in health center and pharmacies and places where
they generally frequent.
That's it. So they can take them home. It's going to be in English as well, and other languages are coming as well. So they can, have that information to make the most out of it. Then we're going to have a survey about unwanted loneliness, which is a big problem. So we can have the real information about the citizens of JAVEA. So we can make public policies that really are adapted to them.
To help them. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And finally, I think the biggest of it all is going to be active aging days. And that's going to, take part from the 9th until the 11th at the social centre. So
what's going to be happening at those?
Well, a lot of activities. We're going to have some conferences and things about prevention. Prevention of accidents, hearing health as well, and how to live with calmness and...
Oh, we need some of that here.
Yes. So mental health and everything, because it's a difficult time as well, because maybe you live alone, your relatives or your friends around you are passing away. So it's a difficult time to process as well, yeah?
We're aware the expat community are a big part of that, and they do tend quite often to end up perhaps on their own and with their families in other parts of the world. I was suggesting to you before that we might be a bit of a problem there as opposed to elderly Spanish people, but that sadly in recent years with younger people moving away to bigger cities or other countries, you've seen that pattern also now with the Spanish elderly.
Yes, and especially with women, because we tend to live longer.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so maybe their spouse has passed away and they are alone, and maybe they have friends, but they don't know how to live their life. So that's why we have all these activities. We're going to have like dancing and open mic and theater and everything, so they can build these new relationships that they need. Because maybe you want to go out for a walk and you have no one, and in here you can meet these people that can go with you.
It's a great idea, and I understand that you're going to be taking questions as well from the elderly, providing answers to some of the questions that they may have, like how do I go about this, or can you provide activities for a certain thing?
We always open for that. Like the first step is this Raiders Guide, because we are going to give all the information to them. But if they have questions, of course, they can call, they can email, because we have an email from Raiders as well. So, yeah.
And that information, as you said, is going to be available in pharmacies, also at the health centres and so on. So I'm sure people will be around some area where they can get hold of that.
I'm sure of it,
what about the rest of us, those that are a bit younger? How can people help the lonely and the elderly in Javier?
Well, the thing is, we have in social services, we have this project called Raiders, and that is about building community. Because as we said, we were not on air before, but I was saying that many people want to spend the final years, we could say, at their houses. They don't want to go to other places because
to an old people's home, for instance.
Yes, because they have memories at their home, and they want to be there, and they have the right to do so, and we have the duty as neighbors to help them, in this moment. So if you have people that are elderly living across from you or near you, you just watch them. If you see their routines are changing, or maybe, they go every Monday, they go to the grocery store and they buy some things and you don't see them
doing that on a particular Monday.
So something has changed. Then you can call the police or maybe the social services, so we can go. That first of all. Yeah. So you knock on the door, and if they're not there or something has happened, then you call us, and we can, make an intervention for them.
Okay.
And just being there for them, listening to them.
Well, I think we saw
saying hi
during COVID. We saw a lot of that develop, didn't we?
Yeah,
where people helping out with shopping and the rest of it. And perhaps maybe that's fallen off a little bit since the pandemic, and everybody's got back on with their own lives. We were also talking off air about how busy we always are.
Yes.
So just perhaps asking some of the elderly people in your block or near where you live if there's anything you can do to help in that respect. So
you have
to lift to the doctors even.
You have to respect their space, obviously, because maybe they want to be alone or they don't want to talk, but you have to be there for them. And maybe just, go with them to the doctor. Just buy something for them if they cannot do it. Just be there for them. Be a good neighbor. Be a good person, right? And if this escalates and it becomes, a problem for them, then we can go there and help them, because we detect the cases, we make interventions, we can give them, psychology.
Where would somebody find the social services information in order to contact you?
Well, in the Raiders Guide, everything is going to be there. And also in the Town Hall's webpage, there's a space where social services, mayores, so the elderly, and you go there to radars, and all the information about what we do and how to contact us and how you can be someone that can help is there. Because you can become a raider, just looking out for them. And also you can volunteer with associations that work with the elderly and so on. But just being there for them, that is the best option you can do.
And I would imagine because not everybody is infirm. A lot of people are still active as they're elderly.
They are.
And are quite able to volunteer and help out with the activities that you're doing. Yeah.
The thing is, we have in Raiders right now, we have some workshops that happen all year long with some elderly people, and then they come there to have an active aging, because that's the most important part. You stop, it's going to get worse really,
more and more difficult very quickly.
Yeah, yes. So you don't have to stop, you just be active, you go there, and we have all these activities and all these groups and chatting.
And I guess everybody can work at the level that they can work to. It's like not going to force people to run 100 metres. It's all within everybody's ability.
Yes, it is, and they have so much fun. If you follow the Town Hall social media, they are influencers now.
Wow.
Because we are filming videos with them to promote the campaign. And it's amazing. They are so happy. They want to be a part of it. And they are so grateful. And that's the most beautiful part of it. Yeah, really.
That's good. Good to hear. We've been seeing quite a bit on social media since we last spoke about a month ago about the activity on the road between the Arenal and the port along the coast. Now, we know that it's central government that's responsible for the actual coastline, not the Javier Town Hall. But there are, at some stages, there have been these strange wooden erections which people have been speculating about what they might be for. I'm not going to go into the detail, obviously. And I said it's national government that's doing this project, not you. But I'm sure you can tell us a little bit more about what's going on there.
Yes. So Costas, which is central government, the coastline department, is preparing. These sticks that you see are a part of a structure for shaded areas. So when people go for a walk, they can they don't have the sun on them all the time. Yeah. So it's for that. I understand change is always difficult, and
social media is great for the speculation.
we want to see the sea and everything, but they are doing it because they think it's the best for us, and we have to accept it, and pretty sure we'll like it. Eventually.
Well, we noticed even the car park towards the end by the hotel has gone, which was quite heavily used.
But this is because they want this space to be used.
Create an area for people rather than vehicles.
Because it's nature.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They want us to enjoy nature, not just have a lot of parks over there. And that's what they're doing that.
Lots of parking elsewhere, depending on the time of year.
That's true,
Speaking of which, there actually, I noticed that, and we didn't talk about this before, I'm just throwing it at you, but I'm sure you know, the car park in the square is now on an app. So you don't have to take the ticket and pay the money in the machine. There's an application as soon as you go.
Yeah, these things are going very fast.
They are. Yeah,
but you have to be careful because there are different apps. So you have to make sure that the one you have is the one that the machine uses. So you just go there and they have like a sticker
the information
with the name and everything.
Telling you which one. Okay, yeah. Because I know that some people have other ones from different towns. And
that's it.
They're not going to work
always
with
the same.
But anyway, it's a good plan because there were always so many queues, especially on Thursday. People trying to get out, So I think this is going to work quite well. Some other activity that we've been seeing is the Javier Park playground. Now, in the past, we've seen the medical facility being there in the summer. And there's, again, been a bit of speculation about what's going on because people are seeing work taking place there.
Yes.
The good news is that the children's playground is not being taken away. It's being improved, right?
Yes, that's it. So they are building a new facility. We're going to have, not just playground and benches and all that, but also a small football field, and I think basketball is the other one. So they are working on that.
It's a very popular area.
Yes, it is. That's why we are doing it, because the kids deserve a place to, to play.
Excellent. Do you know what the timeline is? When is that going to be finished?
I'm not sure, but I don't think it's going to be long because they are working on it right now. Yeah. And, don't worry, because the health centre that we have for the summer.
My next question was, where is it going to be in the summer?
Just next to the school in the Arenal. Just next to it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Good news that's going to continue as well.
Yes,
that comes in very handy, doesn't it, in the summer?
Yes.
Because we're 3 times the population or 4 times in the summer?
Something like that, yeah.
And speaking of the play areas as well, along the beach. Now, again, this is a central government thing because they are responsible for the coastline.
I think that's from the regional one. I'm not sure.
Is it? Okay. But on the beach, certainly, we've seen that some of the play areas there are being renovated, or things have been taken away to be renovated, and they're going to be put back at some point, right?
At some point, yeah. They took them away because they were not okay and they had to renovate them. And I think it's coming pretty soon because we have been talking about that this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that that it's in plan.
Yeah, they're coming. Maybe not for Easter, we don't think, but not long after that, we hope.
Which leads us on to your next big activity, which is Easter, of course.
Yes.
And we'll be hearing more and seeing more even about this.
We will, yeah.
Because the Bay Media team are going to catch up with you just before Easter so that you can let us all know exactly what's going to be happening. Give us a quick taste of what sort of things can we expect.
Well, we have an Easter camp, sport for kids. We're going to have the fair, which is very traditional. and some other things. And we are going to explain how to live Easter in Spain, especially in Javea.
Spanish style.
Yeah.
Super. Raquel, thanks very much. Always good to see you.
My pleasure.
Great to find out what's going on with various different things as well. And good luck with the campaign, the awareness campaign for the elderly and the people who are lonely.
Thank you very
Javea.
much.